Hello, everyone. I'm Jessica.
And I'm Rayan.
We're so happy you're spending some time with us today.
Whether you're listening while relaxing at home, driving, working, or taking a walk, thank you for joining us.
Today, we're talking about something almost everyone wants, but many people struggle to find.
A peaceful day.
It sounds simple, doesn't it?
Yet so many people go through their days feeling rushed, overwhelmed, distracted, or stressed.
And what's interesting is that peace means something different to everyone.
For some people, a peaceful day means having time alone.
For others, it means spending time with family and friends.
Some people feel peaceful when they're productive.
Others feel peaceful when they can finally slow down.
So before we begin, we'd love for you to think about this question.
What is one thing that instantly makes your day feel more peaceful?
Maybe it's a morning coffee.
Maybe it's listening to your favorite music.
Maybe it's a walk outside.
Or maybe it's simply having a few quiet moments without any interruptions.
Keep your answer in mind because as we explore today's topic, you might discover new ways to bring more peace into your daily life.
You know, Rayan, I think one of the biggest misunderstandings people have about peace is believing that it only comes when everything in life is perfect.
I completely agree.
Many people tell themselves, I'll feel peaceful when I have more money.
Or I'll feel peaceful when I finish all my work.
Or I'll feel peaceful when my problems disappear.
But the strange thing is that even when people achieve those things, peace often remains out of reach.
That's because peace isn't something waiting for us at the finish line.
It's something we create along the journey.
Think about the calmest person you've ever met.
Chances are they still had responsibilities.
They still face challenges.
They still experienced difficult days.
Yet there was something different about the way they handled life.
They didn't allow every inconvenience to steal their happiness.
They didn't panic every time something unexpected happened.
They understood that life is naturally imperfect.
And that understanding helped them stay grounded.
I think that's an important lesson.
Because many of us spend so much energy trying to control things we can't control.
We want every plan to work perfectly.
We want every person to behave exactly the way we expect.
We want every day to go according to schedule.
But life doesn't work that way.
Sometimes traffic delays us.
Sometimes technology fails.
Sometimes people disappoint us.
Sometimes unexpected problems appear out of nowhere.
And if our peace depends on everything going perfectly, we're going to spend most of our lives feeling frustrated.
That's why peaceful people often focus on something different.
Instead of trying to control everything around them, they focus on controlling their response.
Because while we can't control every situation, we can often control how we react to it.
And that small shift in thinking can completely change the feeling of a day.
Another thing I've noticed is that peaceful days usually start in the morning.
That's true.
The first few moments after we wake up often set the tone for everything that follows.
Yet many people begin their day by immediately reaching for their phone.
They check messages.
They check emails.
They check social media.
They check the news.
Within minutes, their mind is flooded with information, responsibilities, and distractions.
Before they've even gotten out of bed, they already feel mentally exhausted.
Imagine starting the day differently.
Instead of grabbing your phone immediately, you take a few slow breaths.
You stretch.
You enjoy the quiet.
You allow yourself a moment to wake up naturally.
It sounds simple, but those few minutes can have a powerful impact.
Because peace often begins with creating space.
Space to think.
Space to breathe.
Space to simply be present.
One reason modern life feels so stressful is that we're constantly consuming information.
Our minds rarely get a chance to rest.
Every spare moment is filled with notifications, videos, messages, and updates.
And while technology offers many benefits, it can also create mental noise.
Imagine trying to have a conversation in a room where 10 people are talking at the same time.
Eventually, you'd feel overwhelmed.
That's what happens inside our minds when we're constantly bombarded with information.
Peace requires moments of quiet.
Not because silence solves every problem.
But because silence gives our minds a chance to recover.
Let me ask everyone listening another question.
How much quiet time do you have during a typical day?
Not time spent watching videos.
Not time spent scrolling through social media.
Actual quiet time.
Time where you're simply alone with your thoughts.
For many people, the answer is very little.
And that may be one reason peace feels so difficult to find.
Sometimes the most productive thing you can do is slow down.
Sometimes the most peaceful thing you can do is step away from the noise.
Because when the world becomes quieter, it's easier to hear yourself think.
And when you can hear yourself think, it's easier to recognize what truly matters.
That brings us to another important ingredient of a peaceful day.
Knowing what deserves your attention and what doesn't.
Many people feel overwhelmed because everything seems urgent.
Every email feels important.
Every notification demands attention.
Every request feels like something that must be handled immediately.
But not everything deserves the same amount of energy.
Peace often comes from deciding what truly matters and letting the rest wait.
When we try to do everything at once, we end up feeling scattered.
When we focus on what's most important, we feel more grounded.
And being grounded is one of the foundations of a peaceful day.
Because peace isn't about doing less.
It's about giving your energy to the right things.
And letting go of the things that don't deserve control over your mind.
You know, Rayan, another thing that often determines whether a day feels peaceful or stressful is where our attention goes.
That's such a good point. Because attention is one of the most valuable things we have.
Yet many of us give it away without even realizing it.
We allow small problems to occupy our minds for hours.
We worry about things that haven't happened.
We replay conversations from the past.
We imagine worst-case scenarios.
And before we know it, we've spent an entire day carrying stress that may not have been necessary.
I think almost everyone has experienced that.
Absolutely.
You're sitting somewhere peacefully, and suddenly a thought appears.
Maybe it's about work.
Maybe it's about money.
Maybe it's about a mistake you made years ago.
And within seconds, your mood changes.
Nothing around you changed.
The room is the same.
The weather is the same.
The people around you are the same.
But your thoughts changed.
And because your thoughts changed, your experience changed.
That's why learning to manage our attention is so important.
Peaceful people aren't peaceful because they never have negative thoughts.
They're peaceful because they don't give every thought unlimited power.
They recognize that not every thought deserves their attention.
Just because a thought enters your mind doesn't mean you have to follow it.
Imagine sitting beside a road and watching cars pass by.
Some cars are beautiful.
Some are old.
Some are fast.
Some are slow.
But you don't jump into every car that passes.
Exactly.
Thoughts are similar.
Some thoughts are useful.
Some are not.
Some deserve action.
Some deserve to be ignored.
The more we learn to choose which thoughts deserve our attention, the more peaceful our days become.
Another thing that steals peace is constantly rushing.
Modern life almost celebrates being busy.
People often wear busyness like a badge of honor.
If someone asks how they're doing, the answer is often, "I've been so busy."
As if being exhausted automatically means being successful.
But being busy and being productive aren't always the same thing.
And neither of them automatically creates peace.
In fact, many people are so focused on reaching the next thing that they never enjoy where they are.
They're thinking about lunch during breakfast.
Thinking about work during lunch.
Thinking about tomorrow before today is even finished.
Their mind is always somewhere else.
Which means they rarely experience the present moment.
One habit that can bring surprising peace into a day is slowing down intentionally.
Not becoming lazy.
Not avoiding responsibilities.
Just being fully present while doing what you're already doing.
If you're drinking coffee, drink coffee.
If you're eating dinner, eat dinner.
If you're talking with a friend, truly listen.
If you're taking a walk, notice the world around you.
It sounds simple, but most people rarely do it.
Their body is in one place while their mind is somewhere else.
Presence is powerful because it anchors us to reality.
And reality is usually far less stressful than the stories we create in our minds.
Let me ask everyone listening something.
When was the last time you spent 10 minutes doing only one thing?
No phone.
No multitasking,
No distractions.
just one activity.
For many people, that's surprisingly difficult.
We've become so accustomed to constant stimulation that silence feels uncomfortable.
Yet silence is often where peace begins.
Think about some of the most peaceful moments you've experienced.
Watching a sunset,
Sitting near the ocean,
walking through nature.
looking at the stars.
These moments are peaceful, partly because they slow us down.
They pull our attention away from endless worries.
They remind us that life is bigger than today's problems.
Nature has a unique way of doing that.
Trees aren't rushing.
Rivers aren't comparing themselves to other rivers.
The sun doesn't worry about tomorrow.
Nature simply exists.
And whenever we spend time around it, we often feel calmer too.
That's one reason so many people feel refreshed after spending time outdoors.
Even a short walk can improve your mood.
Even a few minutes in fresh air can help clear your mind.
Peace isn't always found through major life changes.
Sometimes it's found through small daily habits.
A short walk,
A few minutes of silence.
a deep breath.
A moment of gratitude.
These things may seem small.
But when practiced consistently, they can completely change how a day feels.
And perhaps that's one of the biggest lessons we're discovering.
A peaceful day isn't usually created by one big event.
It's created by dozens of small choices.
Choices that either move us closer to calm or closer to chaos.
And the good news is that many of those choices are completely within our control. You know, Jessica, one of the biggest things that affects whether a day feels peaceful is the people we spend our time with.
I completely agree.
Relationships have an incredible impact on our emotional well-being.
In fact, a single conversation can sometimes change the entire direction of a day.
Think about it.
You wake up feeling good.
You're motivated.
You're optimistic.
Then you have a negative interaction with someone.
Suddenly, your mood changes.
On the other hand, a kind word from the right person can completely lift your spirits.
That's why peaceful days are often connected to healthy relationships.
Healthy relationships don't mean perfect relationships.
Every relationship has disagreements.
Every friendship faces challenges.
Every family experiences difficult moments.
The difference is how those moments are handled.
Peaceful relationships are built on respect.
They're built on communication.
They're built on understanding.
And perhaps most importantly, they're built on kindness.
One thing I've noticed is that many people carry stress from conflicts long after the conflict is over.
That's true.
They replay arguments in their minds.
They imagine what they should have said.
They relive frustrating moments again and again.
And every replay keeps the stress alive.
It's like carrying a heavy backpack long after you've left the mountain.
The weight serves no purpose anymore.
Yet many of us continue carrying it.
Let me ask everyone listening a question.
Is there a situation you've been holding on to that no longer deserves your energy?
Maybe it's something that happened last week.
Maybe it happened years ago.
Maybe it's a comment someone made.
Maybe it's a mistake you regret.
Whatever it is, ask yourself whether carrying it is helping you.
Or whether it's simply stealing your peace.
Forgiveness plays a huge role here.
And forgiveness is often misunderstood.
Many people think forgiveness means saying, "What happened was okay."
But that's not necessarily true.
Forgiveness doesn't always mean approving of someone's actions.
Sometimes forgiveness simply means refusing to let the past control your present.
It means deciding that your peace is more valuable than your resentment.
And that's a powerful decision.
Another thing that affects our peace is the way we communicate.
Communication can either create calm or create conflict.
Have you ever noticed how some people speak in a way that instantly makes others feel comfortable?
They listen carefully.
They don't interrupt.
They don't rush to judge.
They make people feel heard.
And because of that, conversations with them feel peaceful.
Listening is actually one of the greatest gifts we can give someone.
Yet it's becoming increasingly rare.
Many people listen only long enough to prepare their next response.
They're not truly paying attention.
They're waiting for their turn to talk.
But real listening creates connection.
And connection creates peace.
One of the most peaceful experiences in life is feeling understood.
Feeling like someone genuinely hears you.
Feeling like your thoughts matter.
That's something we can offer to the people around us every day.
And when we do, relationships become stronger.
Another habit that contributes to peaceful days is setting healthy boundaries.
This is something many people struggle with.
They feel guilty saying no.
They feel responsible for everyone's happiness.
They try to meet every expectation.
They try to solve every problem.
Eventually, they become exhausted.
Because they're giving away more energy than they can afford.
Boundaries aren't about pushing people away.
They're about protecting your well-being.
They're about recognizing that your time and energy are valuable.
And that you don't have to say yes to everything.
Sometimes saying no to one thing allows you to say yes to peace.
That's a lesson many people learn only after experiencing burnout.
Peaceful days often require making intentional choices about where our energy goes.
Because energy is limited.
Time is limited.
Attention is limited.
The more carefully we use those resources, the calmer our lives tend to become.
Another important part of peaceful relationships is gratitude.
People often focus on what is missing in their relationships.
They focus on flaws.
They focus on disappointments.
They focus on what they wish were different.
But gratitude shifts our perspective.
It reminds us to notice what's already good.
The friend who checks on us.
The family member who supports us.
The coworker who helps when we're struggling.
The partner who stands beside us during difficult times.
These things can become invisible if we're not paying attention.
Yet they're often the very things that make life meaningful.
Here's another question for everyone listening.
Who is someone in your life that makes your days more peaceful?
Think of that person right now.
Maybe it's a friend.
Maybe it's a parent.
Maybe it's a sibling.
Maybe it's a mentor.
Maybe it's someone you've known for years.
Or maybe it's someone who recently entered your life.
Whoever it is, chances are their presence has made your life better in ways you don't always notice.
Sometimes we assume people know how much we appreciate them.
But appreciation is most powerful when it's expressed.
A simple thank you can strengthen a relationship.
A kind message can brighten someone's entire day.
A few sincere words can create a lasting impact.
And interestingly, showing gratitude doesn't just benefit the other person.
It benefits us too.
Because gratitude naturally shifts our attention toward what's positive.
It reminds us that even during difficult times, there are still good people around us.
And remembering that can bring a tremendous sense of peace.
At the end of the day, peaceful relationships aren't built through grand gestures.
They're built through small moments repeated consistently.
Listening.
Understanding.
Respecting. Supporting.
Encouraging.
These simple actions create trust.
And trust creates emotional safety.
When we feel emotionally safe, peace becomes much easier to find.
Not just for a moment, but throughout the entire day.
You know, Rayan, another thing that has a huge impact on whether a day feels peaceful is gratitude.
Absolutely. In fact, I think gratitude is one of the most powerful habits anyone can develop.
What's interesting is that gratitude doesn't change our circumstances.
It changes how we see our circumstances.
And that small shift can completely transform the way a day feels.
Think about this for a moment.
Two people can have very similar lives.
Similar jobs.
Similar incomes.
Similar opportunities.
Yet one person feels content while the other constantly feels dissatisfied.
Often the difference isn't what they have.
It's what they're focusing on.
Human beings naturally notice problems.
It's part of our survival instinct.
Our brains are designed to identify potential threats and challenges.
That ability helped our ancestors survive.
But in modern life, it can sometimes work against us.
We focus on what's missing.
We focus on what went wrong.
We focus on what we wish were different.
And, without realizing it, we overlook everything that's already good.
Gratitude helps balance that tendency.
It reminds us to notice the blessings that exist in our lives right now.
Not someday.
Not in the future.
Right now.
A roof over our heads.
Food on the table.
Clean water.
Good health.
Supportive people.
Opportunities to learn and grow.
These things may seem ordinary.
But millions of people around the world would consider them extraordinary.
That's an important perspective to remember.
Let me ask everyone listening a question.
If you woke up tomorrow with only the things you were grateful for today, what would still be in your life?
That's a powerful question.
Because it forces us to recognize how much we often take for granted.
Gratitude doesn't mean pretending life is perfect.
It doesn't mean ignoring problems.
It simply means choosing to notice the good alongside the difficult.
Peaceful people understand this balance,
They acknowledge challenges.
but they also appreciate blessings.
Another thing that contributes to a peaceful day is simplicity.
That's something many people overlook.
Modern culture often encourages us to believe that more is always better.
More money,
More possessions,
more achievements,
more commitments.
more everything.
Yet many people discover that as life becomes more complicated, peace becomes harder to find.
Because every additional responsibility requires attention.
Every commitment requires energy.
Every possession requires maintenance.
Simplicity creates space.
Space in our schedules.
Space in our homes.
Space in our minds.
Think about how good it feels when you clean a cluttered room.
Suddenly, everything feels lighter,
Easier.
more manageable.
The same thing can happen mentally and emotionally.
Sometimes peace comes from removing things rather than adding them.
Removing unnecessary obligations.
Removing unnecessary worries.
Removing unnecessary distractions.
Simplicity isn't about having less for the sake of having less.
It's about making room for what matters most.
Another important ingredient of a peaceful day is taking care of your physical health.
Our minds and bodies are deeply connected.
Yet many people treat them as completely separate.
When we're exhausted, even small problems can feel overwhelming.
When we're well rested, those same problems often feel manageable.
Sleep plays a bigger role in peace than many people realize.
A tired mind struggles to stay calm,
A tired mind is more likely to become irritated,
more likely to worry.
more likely to feel overwhelmed.
That's why rest isn't laziness.
Rest is preparation.
It's maintenance for both the body and the mind.
The same is true for movement.
You don't have to become an athlete.
You don't need an intense workout every day.
Even a simple walk can improve your mood.
Movement helps release tension.
It helps clear mental clutter.
It helps us feel more connected to the present moment.
One reason many people feel peaceful after exercising is because it allows stress to leave the body.
We often think stress exists only in our minds.
But stress affects our entire system.
That's why physical self-care contributes to emotional peace.
Another habit that creates peaceful days is slowing down enough to appreciate ordinary moments.
Many people spend their lives waiting for big events.
The promotion,
The vacation,
the achievement.
the milestone.
And while those moments are wonderful, they don't happen every day.
Most of life is made up of ordinary moments.
A conversation over breakfast,
A laugh with a friend.
a beautiful sky,
A quiet evening.
a warm cup of coffee.
The people who experience the most peace are often the people who learn to enjoy those simple moments.
Because they understand something important.
Happiness isn't only found in major achievements.
It's often hidden inside ordinary experiences.
Here's another question for everyone listening.
What is one simple thing in your daily routine that brings you joy?
Maybe it's your morning tea.
Maybe it's reading before bed.
Maybe it's talking with someone you love.
Whatever it is, don't underestimate its value.
Small moments may seem insignificant.
But when appreciated fully, they can become some of the most meaningful parts of life.
And perhaps that's one of the greatest secrets of a peaceful day.
Peace isn't always something dramatic,
It's often something quiet.
something gentle.
Something that appears when we slow down enough to notice it.
The more attention we give to those moments, the more peaceful our lives tend to become.
So bye, see you in next episode.